name is Chef Vikas Khanna. I am based out of New York. I also work a lot on researching on Indian food, and that's my whole life based on. And I think Indian food is what gives me strength and life.
My name is Andrei Severny. I'm a Russian filmmaker living in New York as well. I became absolutely fascinated with the story of Vikas Khanna. So I decided to do a documentary. This is what we are presenting today.
How did you guys come together? What was the thing that brought you together?
In 2006, I was hosting a fundraiser about accessibility at the World Wonders. I wanted to create more awareness. I wanted to create funds for that. And Andrei came for the fundraiser. And later, we had some work done in photography together. And then Andrei came up with this idea of a feature documentary.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a better word.
Yep.
Is that your background in features?
I did a fiction film in 2011 that we premiered in Torino Film Festival, and then they showed it on French television. So I'm in both worlds, and I actually don't believe in a clear distinction between fiction and documentary. I'm a storyteller, exactly.
Why did you feel that there was something here to tell?
Perseverance and overcoming obstacles, believing in your dream, in what you want to achieve, no matter what, and achieving it. So it's a very strong immigrant story.
You finished off on quite a powerful note about it being like an everyman, a kind of everyman dream. Can you say a little bit more about that?
So, I think the answer is the title of the film. It's called Buried Seeds.
Yeah.
And I told Andrei maybe 40 times, Andrei, I don't like the title at all. Because I think buried is something very negative. And, you hear that word so many times that I'm going to bury you, I'm going to kill you and bury you. So somehow buried is negative. And he says, it's first of all, it's very thought-provoking. The second word is what makes it do something so positive. Anything you see here as a plant, as a tree, as a life, as what we eat, was once buried to become into its form. So, and when we told that name to some of the friends who are artists in New York, they went crazy. This is so bold. They think this is such a bold name, but people will never forget about it. And seeds is something, we all relate to seeds in some or the other way. So that's credit to him for sticking to the name. So I think I'm a lover of arts in any form. It could be a form of a book, it could be a form of a small message about faith and food, or it could be about supporting a director and a filmmaker who's made something it's like a tribute to India. When even when I was reading stuff what he had written about India, and it made me feel so proud as an Indian that even if it could be in the middle of all the confusion and chaos the country might seem to be, but there's a very strong family which holds it all together, and I'm very, very proud of that. I think that is something which I'm very proud of.
And the family and the food connection.
That is what actually binds us together.
And what is the timeline now for your? Where are we in the production cycle? You've just
So we're done with filming. We are finishing the editing. There's still a few technical things that we have to do with the sound mix and color correction and things like that. And then we will go to festivals, and then we will make it accessible to the widest audience, because this film is very much about inspiration of younger generations. This is meant for somebody who aspires to do something and to show that it's possible. This is how it's done. It takes a lot of work, but you can achieve your dream.
In the sense of wanting to,
when you live your own life, you don't feel that you've achieved something which is a milestone. For you, it is very clear that it was day-to-day survival.
right?
You never even thought of greatness. This is something which, Andrei was also little...
No, but you've come a long way, haven't you? You're a very famous you know, you're a very established media personality in India. I remember when I was at the Jaipur Lit Fest, I did one picture of you, and when, you know, I was amazed.
It's love for food. I think there's something very nurturing about people who cook. There's something very comforting about you sit with somebody who can cook. It just makes you feel so soft about that whole thing that, you know, somebody's going to take care of you. It reminds you of somebody in the family or someone who would take care of you. Cooking is something much more emotional. It's not based on just a physical sustenance. That's what I feel.
But then how did you get from, you know, to that point where you're doing
By mistake.
chef and all that?
By mistake.
I don't think so.
It was all a mistake of Gordon Ramsay who got me on television, and that went to
Right.
Star Plus, and that went
Okay.
overboard. And I had never done TV. People don't understand that. I had to learn Hindi
Oh, really?
myself for years to actually figure this out. So I would say that when God has a plan for you, people can't interfere in that. So God had a plan for Andrei to make a film on an Indian chef. So the plan has been executed with a lot of hard work. This man has put his life into the work.
And what is it about India that kind of inspired you?
What is it about India?
India, yeah.
Well, it's quite obviously food.
Yeah, right.
But it's also this really incredible connection in the family, and the relationship of Vikas and his mother is a very strong part of the film. It's absolutely incredible, and it's all the deep spirituality that you only see when you go to India.
Great. Well, I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure.
Thank
All
you.
the best.
Pleasure.
Good luck.